Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's Calorie Crush video. We are on year 2, week 6, but before I get into the video I want to take a moment to talk to you guys about analuisa.com. I need to thank analuisa.com for graciously sponsoring part of today's video and for gifting me these beautiful earrings. These were mentioned by one of you guys in the comments of a video last week. You asked where I got them from, and so here's your info. Ana Luisa make sustainable costume jewellery, 14 karat gold plated on recycled sterling silver. They are 100% water neutral and 100% carbon neutral, so jewellery that you can feel quite relaxed about planet wise. I am wearing the Sia link earring and the Sia hook through safety pin style, I would call them. They're called Sia. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. However, I am not a model, and so I'm going to insert a little bit here so that you can see what they look like when modelled by someone who knows what they're doing. There is a huge range of jewellery on the Ana Luisa website, and they very kindly give me a discount code for you guys. You'll find that in the comment box down below, along with the links that you'll need to go and check them out. So please do pop along there, have a look, see if there's anything there that grabs your fancy. I found it really difficult to choose from the massive array of stuff on offer. They even do personalisation, so if you're looking for the perfect gift, Ana Luisa might be the place to go. All that said, once again, thank you to analuisa.com for sponsoring part of today's video. Let's get into it. I have had a much better week this week with my calorie counting plan. I was really fired up this week. As you may remember, if you saw last week's video, I was half a pound away from a 7 stone loss, and I have been really focused this week with that in mind, really wanting to achieve that. Stayed away from bread mostly. I had a Subway sandwich Monday morning. I feel like Mondays might be the day I allow myself to have a bit of bread, and so Monday morning I had a breakfast sub. At one point in the week I had a wrap, and I can't really decide whether wraps count as bread or not. Obviously they are a bread product, but I don't feel that I get the same bloat from a wrap that I do from ordinary bread. Not sure why that is. Perhaps it's something to do with the production process. And then there was one morning when I had toast with my breakfast. Apart from that, I've stayed away from bread almost all week. I've avoided buying sandwiches. I've avoided having things on toast, at home, beans on toast and things like that, and I have definitely felt the difference. I've not been as bloated. Strangely enough, this week I've been less hungry. I don't know whether bread does that to me, whether bread is a quick fix that burns off and leaves me hungrier or something. I don't know whether there's absolutely no connection between my hunger levels and my snacking levels this week and bread. Maybe they're not connected at all. Maybe I'm just fishing for connections that aren't really there. But I've been much less snacking this week. I have snacked far less. I've been fairly busy, which of course helps. If the busier I am, the less I think about, oh, what can I eat now? And I've stayed under my calories almost every day this week. In fact, a couple of days I was well under. Yesterday was a strange day. Yesterday being Sunday, I'm recording this Monday afternoon. I went out for breakfast with Josh as usual. We ate round about 10 AM. Normally I go out for a Sunday lunch with Mum, but she was going to a thing at church, and so I didn't go out for that Sunday roast, and instead of that I had homemade soup and some other smaller bits of yoghurt and things like that. And that was around about 3, half 3, maybe 4 o'clock. And after that I just didn't want anything at all. I wasn't hungry from 4 o'clock onwards, to the point where last night I brought a cereal bar upstairs. I was going to do some editing and I brought a cereal bar and didn't eat it. So I ended yesterday, I think, on about 1,400 calories for the day, which is really low for someone who's allowed 2,000. I just wasn't that bothered this week, and I can't be sure that it'll be like that every week. Obviously we've talked about hormonal ups and downs, haven't we? And maybe I just wasn't particularly hormonal this week and therefore didn't lean towards sweet stuff and snacking and stuff like that. Or maybe I was busy, or maybe it's a combo of all of it. I don't know what the difference was this week. Maybe I just felt really motivated to get that half a pound. Whatever the reasoning behind it is, I ended the week on 12,500 odd calories with 1,500 calories in the bank. That's a lot for someone like me who normally, you normally goes over. So I was intrigued by that. I wouldn't say impressed with myself, more puzzled as to why that's happened. I don't know. And I certainly can't guarantee it's going to happen next week. Pop along and have a look at the food diary if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in. If not, skip to the bit where I get on the scales and we'll see if all of this motivation, dedication, no breadication has done the trick. Monday breakfast, my first bit of bread for a week, I think, is sausage and egg Subway 6-inch thing. 451 calories. Monday lunchtime was cake and custard, also 2 packets of salt and vinegar Ringos and a Saint coconut bar, a total of 569 calories. Evening meal on Monday is, there's a little bed of lettuce under there with cucumber and tomato and shredded carrot, a little bit of red onion, and then there is 2 of the Iceland peri peri chicken skewers on there and some Crucial's mint sauce. 675 calories including dessert, which was Oppo Brothers ice cream. On Monday I also had chocolate, 565 calories. On Tuesday I had a Saint bar for breakfast, 97 calories, but my first meal of the day was a carvery lunch, 760 calories. Evening meal on Tuesday is a Morrison's salad bar box. I was a bit disappointed because I got halfway through filling it and discovered they were out of eggs and they were out of cucumber and they were out of this and that. So in there I've got lettuce, tiny bit of sweet corn, tiny bit of red onion, some beetroot, some cherry tomatoes, and then a little bit of couscous, some pasta salad. I have added a little blob of light mayonnaise. Oh, there's a couple of potatoes in there. And I'm also going to add 2 packets, 2 of these tiny packets of fridge raiders. They're 43 calories a packet. So I'm going to add those to give it some more protein. Pudding tonight is a protein world chocolate mug cake and some Oppo salted caramel ice cream. Total calories for dinner and dessert, 701. Wednesday I had a Saint bar for 97 calories, and then my first meal of the day was lunch and it was 592 calories for gammon, pineapple, salad and peas. Evening meal, I have got about 200 grams of iceberg lettuce. There's a proper lettuce mountain there. I've got a small tomato, some cucumber, some red pepper. I've got a packet of mini packet of fridge raiders. They're only about 50 calories, but you only get about 5. 2 hard-boiled eggs, and then I've got 15 grams of light mayonnaise, and I've got 130 grams of homemade coleslaw. And 25 grams of low-fat cheese. The homemade coleslaw is not as low as I would like it to be. I got a bit heavy-handed with the mayo. Even though it was light mayo, I got a bit heavy-handed. So yeah, that's why it's not much else calorific on the plate, because I knew the coleslaw was quite heavy. I will put the total calories on the screen for this one because I haven't worked it out yet. Unfortunately, I forgot to take a photo of this while it was full, but here it is. I've just eaten this bar of ice fudge and it was 500 calories, but because I basically had salad and hardly any carbs and stuff today, I had enough calories for it, so I ate it and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm still well under calories for today so far, although it's not bedtime yet. Thursday morning I had these Belvita breakfast biscuits, 197 calories. Lunch was gammon, chips, peas and egg, 801 calories. Dinner is a ham and coleslaw wrap, an apple, a Baby Bell and a yoghurt, and possibly this Kit Kat, although I'm not sure if I've got enough calories left for it. I didn't have the Kit Kat, 611 calories. Friday brunch, 646 calories. My evening meal on Friday is a Tesco braised steak and mash ready meal with cabbage. This is the first time I've ever cut cabbage just to cook for one person. I wasn't sure how much to do, and the answer is not that much. I've done far too much, but it's cabbage. You know, it's good for you. 384 calories. Okay, I've got a ton of calories left today because I've been busy and just haven't snacked at all, and so I'm going to have a little jelly pot with some lighter squirty cream. That's about 30 odd calories there. A crispy chunks, which is a bit like a Rice Krispie Squares. I think that's about 90 odd calories. I will double check. And then the chocoholic snack pot is 103. So that's my snacks. Breakfast on Saturday, I've got 120 grams of strawberries. I've got 100 grams of yoghurt, and I've got some chocolate. 207 calories. Got a little pan au chocolat. I believe they're 200 and something calories, but I'll double check and put it on the screen. They were actually 367. Which was a packet of chicken satay skewers, 233 calories. Evening meal was a Subway salad and a packet of Walker's baked crisps, total of 460 calories. I also had a packet of Maltesers for 343 calories. Usual Sunday breakfast: beans, hash brown, eggs, sausage, mushrooms and bacon. 590 calories. Snacks on Monday, I had a Kit Kat and 2 packets of Ringos, 222 calories. My lunch is homemade tomato soup. This is it's under 200 calories. Lidl's frittata, also under 200, 164 that one. A yoghurt, Pepsi Max, 1 Cadbury's fudge. Now you may notice I've got 2 Cadbury's fudges on this tray. This is because my mother is sitting here and she has just said that she does not want a snack, but I suspect when I have a Cadbury's fudge she may feel that she does want a snack after all. Cadbury's fudge, Mum?
Just enough.
Just enough to give your mother a treat. Total calories 484, and I had a Skinny Crunch chocolate bar later for another 74 calories. Last week I weighed 282.5 pounds. Monday, scales time. I've behaved myself all week, Mary Berry. Don't you let me down. It's 280.2, which I round up to 280.5, which means I've lost 2 pounds. I lost 2 pounds. I am, again, for the second week running, almost chuffed to bits. Why wouldn't I be completely chuffed to bits? Because after all, I needed ½ a pound to get to 7 stone. I got that ½ a pound and 1.5 spare. Why wouldn't I be completely chuffed to bits? Because I'm now 20 stone and ½ a pound. So another ½ a pound would have taken me to 20 stone, and another pound would have taken me under 20 stone for the first time in, I worked this out last week, I think it'd be the first time in 20 years. I think it's probably 20 years since I have been under 20 stone. After having Natalie, I was just over 15 stone. And I remember thinking how massive I was then, but obviously I almost doubled that ridiculously. It's so bizarre to think that I felt fat at 15 stone and then I got to almost 30 stone. I got to 27 stone, as you know. So it's bizarre to think that I managed that. It's a very odd thing to realise that you let that happen so easily. And that it could easily happen again, don't get me wrong, I'm not considering myself as a cured overeater by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, so I was 15 stone after I had Natalie. When Natalie was about 1.5 years, I gave up smoking, and within a couple of years of that I passed my driving test, and that's when the weight really went on. And so I think it's probably almost 20 years since I've been under 20 stone, which is just such a massive, massive length of time to be so huge, isn't it? And I'm still so huge now, but yeah, just very... Anyway, like I said, ½ a pound away from getting to 20 stone and £1 pound away from being under. Let me top up my board, or rather I need to take all of these off. And there it is. There's my achievement to date. Sorry about any background noise you can hear. Anthony's just got home and the dog's going crazy. 7 stone, 1.5 pounds. I lost the first 5 stone relatively easily and very, very quickly. The next stone, not so quickly, and this last stone has been work. I have had to work at it, and I'd be honest and say that I haven't been as dedicated as I could have been, should have been, would have liked to have been. But I've got there, I've got finally to that 7 stone loss, and I'm really, really pleased. Next week, I'd like to have lost at least £1 pound to get me under 20 stone for the first time in, I'm going to say at least 15 years, maybe 20 years. That will feel like an achievement. That will really feel like an achievement. This means that I can add another one of my little 7s to my keyring to celebrate my weight loss. And also I'm going to order myself another notch for my bracelet. For those of you who don't remember my notch, this is my notch bracelet. Details of this are in the previous video, but also are in the description box below. And I'm going to order myself another notch for my bracelet to celebrate reaching 7 stone. I've got one full week before I go on holiday. So today is Monday. I've got this full week before I go on holiday, and then I go on holiday on Tuesday the following week. So there will be one more update before I go away on holiday. And I would really like to be under 20 stone before I go away. And I'd really like to not then undo that and go back over 20 stone while I'm away. But it's a holiday at the end of the day. Just a quick reminder before I go, make sure you check out Ana Luisa on the links below if you'd like to see these earrings and all of the other gorgeous jewellery that they have available. Thank you once more to the lovely people at Ana Luisa for gifting me these beautiful earrings and sponsoring this part of the video. And I'll be back next week with more of Carla's Calorie Crush. Take care. Bye for now.